Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Back again for another one of these video blogs for Wednesday, June 25th, 2014. It's going to be a little bit more humid in Billerica, Massachusetts. We're going to try to make a run at 90 degrees. We haven't hit 90 degrees yet in this area this year, but it's coming. Just give it a matter of time. I think it's only going to be a week before we hit 90. Some sports news to report. The Seattle Mariners beat the Boston Red Sox again by the score of 8-2. The Sox are not doing good again this year. They're not winning. Also, there's been rumors that the Boston Celtics are talking with the Cleveland Cavaliers about trading for the #1 draft pick in the NBA draft. Make the deal, Danny Ainge. We need something. If not, we're going to have to trade. They're going to have to trade Rondo Raja away. And also, the NHL award ceremony was last night in Las Vegas. Some of the winners: Penn's captain Sidney Crosby won the Hart Trophy for MVP for the National Hockey League. Bruins goaltender Tuukka Rask won the Vezina Trophy for the best goaltender in the NHL. Duncan Keith of the Blackhawks won the Norris Trophy for Best NHL Defenseman. Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins won 2 awards, the NHL Foundation Award and the Selke Award for Best Defensive Forward. Patrick Waugh of the Avalanche won Coach of the Year. Jack Adams Award. Ryan O'Reilly of the Avalanche won Lady Bean Award for Most Gentlemanly Player. And Nathan McKinnon of the Avalanche won Rookie of the Year Calder Award. It was a good award ceremony. Some history notes: 5 years ago today, Michael Jackson passed away at the age of 50. I remember that day quite well. I think all social media websites blew up to announce his death. And actress Farrah Fawcett of Charlie's Angels fame passed away 5 years ago today at the age of 62. And 19 years ago today, Mabel won the WWE King of the Ring 1995 King of the Ring, and he got a monster push. I'll talk about that monster push right now. Mabel was a 568-pound big guy who joined the WWE 2 years earlier in 1993 as part of a tag team with Mo, Men on a Mission, and they were kind of a rapping tag team. They were kind of a comedy tag team, a mid-card act, which they got over with the fans, but they weren't they never got a big push. They got a big push for the tag team titles, but only won it once in a European tour. And in early 1995, Mo and Mabel turned heel. They went on a big push, and they were pushing Mabel to be big time as the monster heel, the #1 heel for the WWE, and they gave him the King of the Ring title at Philadelphia. They made him the King of the Ring, and the crowd was booing like crazy because they never thought a guy who was a comedy wrestler would be a monster heel and win King of the Ring. And also, they gave him a push to SummerSlam 1995 to face Big Daddy Cool Diesel for the WWE Championship, which the main event of SummerSlam was very horrible. 2 big men fighting over the WWE title, and this is when the time the WWE's business tanked big time because of Diesel being champion, and this was also the time that the WWE almost went out of business. What I thought about the push was one of the worst pushes ever in WWE history. Mabel is he's a mid-card act. He's like a comedy wrestler, and you don't push comedy wrestlers as serious threats for championships. He wasn't a serious threat. He was a good comedy wrestler, mid-card act, but I thought the push stunk, and thank God it didn't last that forever. I would have dreaded the fact if King Mabel became WWE champion. It probably would have caused the WWE to go under Chapter 7. That's that, and the next final thing I have to say Before the final subject I have to say for this blog is about a television personality who was very famous in the 1970s and early 1980s. Actress Cheryl Ladd, who most famous role was playing Chris Monroe for 4 years on the classic television series Charlie's Angels. Cheryl Ladd was, like, before becoming in Charlie's Angels, she was like a singer. She was actually the singing voice of Melody on the cartoon Josie and the Pussycats, and she in the mid-70s guest starred in kind of television shows like The Rookies and Happy Days and Policewoman. And in 1977, when Farrah Fawcett left Charlie's Angels after 1 year, Ellen Spelling pursued Cheryl Ladd to star and to take her place. And at first she was hesitant, but eventually she gave in and she became like one of the series savior, because she was very good in the role of Chris Monroe. She's like, Chris Monroe's character was kind of the all-American girl, the girl next door, the girl that many guys had crushes on, and she was good in that role, Cheryl Ladd. And she also became like very popular. I think 3 million people bought a photo of her, and it was pretty good that she saved Charlie's Angels from becoming a one-hit wonder, which gotta give her credit for that. And she also sang in the 1980 Super Bowl, the national anthem, which is good. After Charlie's Angels left in 1981, Cheryl Ladd starred in several TV movies and regular movies, and a lot of, and it was, she still wasn't popular. And also, like, in 2004, she had a recurring role in the television series Las Vegas. Yeah. She's probably one of the, like, most popular icons of the 1970s and early 1980s. That's what I got to say. I'll be back later for more of these blogs. Bye.